G'day mate. Paul's 3120 XP. So I didn't know there was two models of this. Trying to spin this around, it was heavy. So it's got that type of muffler. So I'll eliminate that. And it's not enough, it's got the what I call a chainsaw extractor. A small pipe about as big as this torch goes along and down. So I want to open it up. But also I want to make sure I don't destroy the way the saw looks. So everything's about real estate. So I've determined how much room I've got. Mufflers on there loosely, covers on there loosely, but I've got a little mark just here. Little mark just there. Little silver mark. Another mark just there. So I can put a deflector in just like that, raise it in, so it won't get hot anywhere. There's plenty of places for the heat to get away. So I'm going to put like a fish gill cut. Yeah, a fish gill cut. So I'll cut them with an angle grinder, and I'll which way will I go? Depending on that one. So I'll cut this way and push that metal back in, so it has to go bang, bang, and go back out, but it'll give me more room. The exit will be here on the edge where my thumbnail goes. So that's the theory. So now I have to do all the cutting and stuff and show you guys what it looks like. Hang on. Okay, so there's the cut in the muffler. So the muffler sits up like that normally. So I'm going to this side here down with a hammer or punch, just enough so when the exhaust comes out this way, hits the wall, it has to bounce back in here, hit the deflector, turn directions and come back out again. So this will be quite a big hole once it opens up and pushed down. But when the fumes come out, they can't really go back in this way easy because the deflector is throwing it back towards the center of the muffler. So I've done this type of stuff before on smaller saws. Works quite well, but I'm trying to keep as much space away from plastics and stuff like that. So next step. Okay, now that was easy. So you can see it's opened up. So factory straight down like that. See, I haven't really changed the angle of the muffler that much. And if you really want to, you can reach back in through the exhaust port and push all that back up and raise it up if you had to, but I don't think you'd ever want to. But rubber melt, just a tiny one, so my hands ain't small. A small hammer and a plain screwdriver. So I just knocked it gently. It didn't want to move at first, but then as soon as it moved that was it. Easy as all hell. So two little tools like that. Thought it'd be tougher steel, but it's not. So now my deflector. Just serves up with that. About there. So I'll come straight backwards and get jammed back in the back of this thing here and make its way forward. So I've got to clean it all up, braze it together now. That's it. No, it's just, yeah, I think that'd be good. Yeah, it should be good. Otherwise I might have to put an extension skirt. Not quite sure, I don't think so. As I'll do, I'll move this forward. Move it forward just a bit like that. I'm happy with that. Yep. There you go, Paul, we'll go like that. Go a little bit further forward, so about 4 or 5 mils further forward. I was going to go on the center line. You see how it will flow up because of the din. We'll go about there. On the flat steel, so that'd be good. Up here then. I can grind it all back and make it look clean, flush, paint it up, and it looks smick. Smick's an Aussie word, guys. It's like grouse, which is another great word. Smick, grouse, awesome. Fair dinkum with just words we use for saying things we like. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Well, now I'll clean up and braise it. Okay, now it's all cleaned up, so that's how it'll look. Once I've so air will go backwards into this flange here and can't get out, so it's come forward to get out. So you can't see metal lifting up and nothing like that. It's like I suppose a trap. It goes in the hole, rams back on itself, so it comes out when the piston goes back up again. So it gives it time to escape. But I don't want. This is not a race saw. This is a work saw. So I want still heaps and heaps of torque, but not huge revs, because they're big motors. They're not designed to do big revs for long times of periods. Like a motorbike, it will blow up eventually. You do bearings and stuff. So I want to survive for a long time. Right, so a safe saw. Right, I'll braze this up now. If anyone wants to do this, one tip I could say, be careful your very first part when you braze it on, using Paul remembers what it's called. Map gas. Get one spot heat up and braze one spot. Then make sure everything's lined up to where you want it, so they're overlapping the hole, so no mistakes that way. Make sure everything's down tight. I'll come to this side now and push it down with vice grips, because I'll clip the vice grips on this edge here. I'll weigh that down because everything moves with heat. Tag that, then I'll do the back, tag it, and finish it off and clean up and paint it. So that way you don't try and struggle. If you usually the first time you put a bit of brazier, you hit it with the stick. I'll show you. It's still sticking on. If you don't do it right, because of my stroke, I have trouble aiming stuff and all of it. You bump this and the whole thing moves, falls on the floor and scares the crap out of you. Last time I nearly burnt for the extension cord on another saw. But get to running once it starts running, ease it in nice and gently, and work your way around. Once it's hanging on to something like that, it doesn't melt very easy the second time around. It will melt again, but it's not that easy. So I'll now finish it off, hopefully. Hope I don't mess it up and make a mess. Thought I'd show you what I mean. This vice grip is just acting as a weight, so I hold that deflector down where it needs to be till I tag it. So when it gets super hot, things will move back down. But just little things like this, these vice grips will become super hot too. So try not to heat everything up too much, because they'll go back for these and you'll go undo and burn the crap out of your fingers. But yeah, another hint, just I'll take that off. It's only connected to the deflector itself, but not the actual muffler. So it's just, I'm using it for simply a weight. That's it. Okay guys, this is what they look like. I just dunked it in water. There's slags. I've been through it twice now. The reason being this thicker part of the joint, you have to put a lot more heat into it, and it's not fun. Thin stuff is easy as all hell to braise up. That's the way it looks now. So now I have to sit there with a little sanding wheel, sand all this back so it looks pretty, buff it up, so it looks a bit more, I don't know, show and shine type thing. But it'll be a more usable saw now for sure. Alright, I'll finish it off. Oh, excuse the fumes, just finished painting this. So, you see, it's not 100% smooth. I got the wrong tool. Use the right tool for the job when you do stuff if you can, but I'm doing what I can afford. So you can see the slit in there, and it can't go in and out easily. So if you can't have a straight line, you've got to have a bit of a change of direction. So it'll hit this, bounce back, and bounce back again and come out that way. So that's the plan anyway. So that's I'm going to add to it. It's all been painted up, cleaned up. That's the factory one. So tomorrow I can put on and test it out. Maybe I've got to drill the carby hole and go from there. But that's the end product, Paul. So I hope you like it. It doesn't upset the plastic, doesn't rub on nothing. So if it does, I have to pull it all off again. But I doubt it. I checked it pretty well. But that's the end of it, guys. It's a small muffle mod for 3120 XP, but it's for working. Now, my question is, have you guys out there use this saw just for straight at cutting forward? Because it's a heavy beast of a thing. I couldn't believe when you're carrying around, it's like carrying around an old-fashioned big old silo up here at 636. That's 106 cc's. But it's not quite as heavy. But this thing takes the cake. It's a heavy saw. It's the MS880. As heavy as this, I'd like to know too. But, yeah, hopefully I get to pour MS880 one day. I'd like to do it before my son turns 14. Now I can say my son started a MS880 at 13. Cause son started this one, so at 13. But anyway, I'm pretty well happy with that. Pretty good. Yeah. And there's my girls up in the wall. They're 30-year-older than what they are now. Right guys, over and out.